porque ella viene a recordar que no soy nada sin tu amor.
Anyway, yo, what's good, Nations family? How you doing? Familia, good, okay? So I'm gonna show y'all how I put on my durags, a couple of ways I style my durags, and other than that, that's about it. I wanted to make some type of video this week. I had a bit of an eye issue.
Damn!
That went down not too long ago, like literally Thursday, and it is Sunday. So I went to the eye doctor. They gave me some amoxicillin and some eye drops, and they told me to just stay consistent with them and with the pills and the eye drops, and just make sure I'm constantly doing what I gotta do. But basically what had happened was my eyelid, I had like somehow managed to get dirt underneath it, and the eye doctor, when he went in, he was like, it's not pink eye. I can already tell that, because he was like, if it was pink eye, both of my eyes would have been shut closed and they would have had crust and shit all over them. But when he opened up my eye and he looked at it, there were, like, he said my eye had like goo covering covering over my eye, and I couldn't see out of this eye even when he opened it, which is super scary. But it was, yeah, it was eye stuff. So I'm not an eye doctor, so I wouldn't know. But he took a cotton swab. He gave me an eye drop that numbed my eye first, and then he took a cotton swab and like cleaned underneath my eyelid and like looked at it, and he was like, yeah, oh yeah, can you tell? Like, look, there's like dirt residue underneath there. I was like, how did that even get there? He was like, I don't know. You fucking came to me, dumbass. But yeah, no. So my eye was swelling, and he was like, the reason why your eye is swelling is because your body is trying to fight off the bacteria underneath your eye, and that's just a reaction to it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm not gonna like lose my left eye. He was like, no, you'll be fine. So yeah, so I had a bit of a swollen eye, but now it's back to normal. It's still kind of like, if I look directly at the camera and I relax my eyes, you can still kind of see which eye, which is this one, is like drooping down a little bit less than the other. Now it looks like I have a lazy eye, kind of. But that's because this one's still kind of like swollen a smidge. Not too bad though, nothing too crazy. But he said that by the end of today, if not tomorrow, my eye should be back to completely open to both normalness, and I can see again. So other than that, let's get straight into this video. As far as teaching people, or teaching you as the viewer, how to properly put on a durag. Me personally, what I like to do, I know you can't really see it right now, I'm gonna use a different color durag, so that way you can see the whole process, because if I use a black durag, it's gonna be a little difficult, because like, you're not gonna be able to see how I do certain things. So I'm gonna put on a different color durag. I like to tuck the back of the durag tail inside the loops, Jesus Christ. Inside here, what loops around my head, the arm straps, I guess, if that's what you want to call it, because it just looks more clean. It doesn't look, you know, like, I don't like stuff touching my neck. I don't like anything touching my neck, to be entirely honest. Unless it's a necklace, I don't like cloth. Like, this is okay, because it's like, it's weighing down on my neck, but like, it's like the durag kind of like tickles your neck. It's weird. So I don't like anything touching my neck, especially when you haven't gotten a haircut for a minute. Oof, let me tell you. But yeah, I don't like anything touching my neck, so I tend to loop it up right here. There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can design and style your durag, but personally, this is just how I keep it on like a daily. Sheesh. All right, sick. So, wave check, because you know, you always gotta be crisp and clean and serene. You know what I mean? This is the progress so far. Haven't really gotten anything to connect yet, but for a week of just straight brushing every single day until my head lights on fire, it's coming out good. So now I'm gonna proceed to just brush consistently, and then when I feel like my hair is good and dandy, then we'll start. And This just shows how tight I put on my do-rags. I personally, this is just a me thing. You can wear them loosely. You can wear your do-rags loosely, but I like to wear them tight because I feel personally that it puts more of an effect on my waves. That the do-rag actually does its job when I have it on tight. But a lot of people don't like this. It's just a little mark. It'll go away in like 10 minutes. But me personally, I don't care for this. But there's just a test to show how tight I put on my do-rags. That's how much I care. And if you see my teeth changing colors or looking foamy, it's because the whitening strips are actually doing their job. So I'm gonna start brushing now, and I'm gonna shut up. All right, I'm done brushing with the hard brush. The only reason why I'm using the hard brush is because my hair has grown out quite some. I got a haircut, I want to say last week on Sunday. So you can't really tell. You can and you can't. You can't really tell, but my hair's grown out quite a bit. So I'm using the hard brush, and I need a barber, bro, somewhere close by, because these barbers keep messing up my hairline. And this is not even close to my natural hairline. They keep pushing my box back, and then they don't push it as far up as it needs to come. Like, I got a big forehead. Let's be honest. Let's honestly just speak honestly here. I got a big forehead. So this right here, you see where my finger is? You see where my hairline and the top of my finger is? That's where the box should be. From here, slide over. I kind of lifted that up a smidge, but from here, slide over. That's where the box should be, right here. This right here is where they should stop. But homeboy keeps pushing my drawing back on both sides and then barely lifting the top. And then it just looks like I walk around and it looks like I got a rainbow on my forehead, and then like somebody just is trying to open a book, but it doesn't want to open. So they just stop mid-pry, and it's just there. It's bad. It's very embarrassing. But I still keep going to the same guy every time. I don't know why. And they won't let me have clippage here, so I can't cut my own hair, which sucks. But yeah. So now I'm gonna take the soft brush to it, or medium soft brush, and go ahead and just keep brushing the hell out of it, so that way, you know, I really start to shape and form it, because the hard brush helps you relax the hair. The soft brush helps you form the waves. So now I'm just go a couple times around with this, and then bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide. All right, sick. We're done with brushing. Now, I'm gonna try to take you as best as I can, okay? As best as I can, through a step-by-step process on how I properly put on my do-rag, okay? Because there's no proper way to put on. I've seen people like half-ass this, and excuse my language, but half-ass this, and they still put it on like amazing in the end result. I don't know how, but like I said, this is all personal preference. I like to wear my do-rags tight because I think that it actually does its job when they're on tight. That's just a me thing. Yeah, I get this little line in the center of my forehead, but look, it's already gone. You can't even tell it's there, and I've only been sitting here for like a good like 10 minutes. So yeah, but me personally, I like to wear them tight, and then I'll do readjusting once I have it on. Like sometimes when I tie my knot in the back of my head, which I'll turn around so don't trip about the towel. I'll turn around so y'all can see that. I like to tie my knot really tight. And then sometimes I'll unloosen it and I'll just ease it up a little bit and then retie it. So that way the rest of the durag stays tight, but my knot is loose and it doesn't hurt. Because sometimes if you tie the knot too tight, it'll feel like somebody stabbing you or like shoving their knuckle deep into the back of your head. So, like I said, this is all just my personal preference. This is what I do when I put on my durags for my waves. Now, step 1, get your durag. You have your durag. It's pretty self-explanatory. It smells good. I washed my hair with this the other day. So, this little line where it sews together both sides of the durag, because it comes in two, and then they sew it together. This portion you want outside. A lot of people are like, no, you want this to be outside because it looks cleaner and da da da. No. You're wearing it wrong. You want this on the outside of your durag. Okay? This right here. I don't know what this is called specifically, so don't sit there and be like, oh, there's a specific name to call that. I don't know and I don't care enough to do the research. But wear this on the outside. Alright? You're gonna then get your durag. And the part that's gonna go on your head, you're gonna face outwards. And me, just because I'm dramatic as hell, I like to flip it over like so. Then you're gonna place it on your head. Just let everything hang down. Now what I do is the lining right here, I like to place just barely above my eyebrows. Just barely. All right? I center this off right here. Try to make sure that this is in the middle of my eyebrows, in between my eyebrows as best as possible. And then I get my little arms. That's what we'll call them for now. Straps, arms, whatever it is, whatever floats your freaking boat. And then I lift up and I pull back. Now right here, there shouldn't be any complications. We haven't gone far. I'm gonna turn around. We haven't gone far. Now I'm gonna hold on, this isn't rocket science, but I'm gonna hold on to both of these with one hand. Like so. And if I need to make any further adjustments from here, I will. And I'll pull down on the back of the durag, make sure it's nice and flush on my head. Now, this is where people get lost, like really badly lost. This is step 1. You're gonna go and you're gonna cross over. You're gonna make sure the straps are over. From here, you're literally passing one side to the other and you're swiping this over. This strap is then gonna go over your ear and you're gonna put this in your mouth. Just like that. Now for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna have this in my mouth because I know you're not gonna be able to hear me. But you put this over your ear and in your mouth just to hold it there secure. You can just leave this there for right now. Now this side is then going to wrap over the other side of your ear. And you are gonna then start to tuck this bottom weaving portion with literally this bottom weaving portion of the durag. It's not gonna be up here, it's not gonna be all the way down here, it's gonna be perfectly matched up. You're gonna go, you're gonna place this around your cocoa melon, nice and neatly. Don't look at my big old lips. And you're gonna pull back on this one and just keep wrapping this all the way around as much as you can until it gets to somewhat the center of the back of your head. So it's like centered with the back of your dome. Then, once you get there, you're going to wrap this over top, like so. And then you're gonna go back and you're going to tie your durag. You make one regular knot, and then I have a weird way of tying my do-rag. This is how I tie my shoelaces, but how you would normally tie your shoelaces was how you tie your do-rag. But this is how I tie my shoelaces, so don't make fun of me. You simply go like this, tighten it, and make sure it's really nice and pressed. Now, in this step right here, you see how I had when I started, I put my do-rag directly above my eyebrows, and you see how it's lifted a little bit? That's okay. Now we're gonna make adjustments. Now here, you straighten everything out, sit everything down, nice and flush, just like so. Lift all of this up, so everything is nice and neat, and it looks presentable. Don't ever go out in public with a do-rag on. If you do, you are a disgrace to your family and you deserve to be decapitated. But that's just me. Now, from here, you're gonna tighten down your do-rag. You just yank on the tail. This is the tail. Just yank on this and make sure it sits nice and flush. I like to yank on the edges as well as I can, so that way they're not like poking out on the side right here. Like you see this kind of folds in. It's super annoying, but it happens every time I put on my do-rag. Now, it kind of looks like the do-rag is lifted from here. Since I tightened the heck out of this joint, you just pull down on it. Simple as that. Now, I know this isn't perfectly perfect. That's gonna bother the shit out of me, but that is okay. But now I got my do-rag on, right? So, you see this? How it just sits there on the back of my neck? Yeah, I don't like that. That bothers me. And I got some big old ears, so it just makes it looks 25, my ears look 25,000 times larger than they need to. And they already look big enough as they do. So, what I like to do is I like to tuck this right here while folding this. And here, I tuck this in here, like the little straps from the knot that you made. And I start twisting. And then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna place this inside here, like so. And it just sits flush right there on the side of my cranium. You can do it on either side, it works the same. It just depends on the way you twist it. If you're gonna put it on the right side of your head, twist it to the right. If you're gonna put it on the left side of your head, twist it to the left. Boom, super simple, super clean, super tucked away, real nice, smooth. Cilindrino, you know what I mean? This is just one way to design it. You also have like the overhead hang. It's super lazy. This is if you don't want it to touch the back of your neck. You just kind of throw it on like this. If you walk too fast, like if you're not a slow paced walker, this will just, the wind will eventually just and take it. So I don't suggest walking around like this unless you're like on your video game. You're just chilling, playing the game all day. Just keep it like this, you know, in the house. Just chilling. I don't need the lock anymore. Stop. Anyway. But yeah, this is just, you know, like you're in the house casually, just on the game. This is how I keep it when I'm editing my videos. Just toss it over my head. It's just lazy. This is just a lazy put over, I guess. I don't know what you would call this type of design style, but yeah, it's just a super lazy way of putting your do-rag over your head. The tail at least over your head. And then you have another way that I don't like to do. My little brother does it a lot. Shout out to Josh, but he like tucks all of this into the back of here and it looks really clean. He does it a lot better than I do, so yeah, shout out to that kid. But I'm gonna try to attempt to do it. I haven't done it in a long time, so if I butcher it, please forgive me. Something along those lines. And then like, you can make this look a lot cleaner. But yeah, something along that. Like I said, I don't do it often. And then you have what I like to call the Benjamin Franklin, which is where you bring this over the top of your head. And then you tuck the DURAG into here. Yank this little end down. Tuck this through here. Yank this little end down and just pull on the back. Don't ask me why I call this the Benjamin Franklin. It just reminds me of those fake wigs that they used to wear back in the day. Like these are like the curls. I keep hitting my desk, so that's why the camera keeps moving. But I got a really long tail, so I can pull on this as much as I want. But yeah, I'm trying to get them to be the same length, because I know this side is longer than this side. But yeah, this right here, this is the Benjamin Franklin. This is, I do this only when like I'm messing around, like when I feel like, I don't know, I guess you could say goofy. Or like if I just don't, I don't know. I rarely do this, but this is the Benjamin Franklin right here. This right here is one design wave to put on your DURAG. But yeah, it doesn't always come out clean, but you know, you look kind of like, I kind of look crazy. But yeah, this is the Benjamin Franklin right here. Other than that, there's no other real way to, I mean, there's a whole bunch of, there's other YouTube videos. I'm not A1 sauce #1 guy, but there's other YouTube videos you can look up on how to style your DURAGs. You can also go on TikTok. I got a lot of these from TikTok from way back when TikTok first came out, or when I first started watching TikTok at least. Because I was a TikTok hater for sure. I didn't download that app until like 2 years after it dropped. And I was like, yeah, I guess, whatever. And now I still barely use it. But yeah, this right here is the Ben Frank.
Que no soy nada sin tu amor.